I also got to say though that when you transition to a different model and you're a reasonable sized business, you've got to formalise it. And we spent an inordinate amount of time to formalise all the purchasing process, the payroll process,
even though they're doing what they like. In a way, they're just buying stuff.
No, they're doing what they like within a boundary.
So they buy stuff when they need it, but they buy it using a process.
Yeah.
Or at least there's a form they use or whatever.
There's a form and it fits into a wider system so that they can't go shopping at the Ferrari garage. You know, if they buy washes, there's a.
Well, why can't they if they want to? I mean, they've got their own cost account.
Because the system doesn't let them.
Yeah, and it's not their capital, is it?
So the boundaries of the system don't let them do that.
But what if the Ferrari garage actually does have better washers?
No. Julian was meaning Ferraris from the Ferrari garage.
You can't go and buy a Ferrari.
No.
Yeah, so you can't buy. You can't go and buy a Holiday, but you can buy all the washers from all the approved washer suppliers that are out there. Okay. So you need checks and balances.
You need some.
Now, so for example, I'll give you a real example that happened as we transitioned to people buying stuff, and we were measuring their profitability, given the amount they sold and the amount they purchased. And for a little while there, we didn't care about how much capital they had tied up, because we were transitioning, you know, from football to tennis. And one day we were sat in our office. In those days we had an office, and this van pulls up, and this guy was walking backwards and forwards with these boxes and boxes and boxes. And I thought, well, that's a bit strange. Never seen him before. Go downstairs, and there he was, and there were boxes of disposable syringes for our gluing machines, dispensing machines.
Okay.
And one of the chaps on the shop floor was using these things, and he'd worked out that if he bought in a huge bulk, he got a slightly cheaper deal.
Yes.
We had 13 years of supply was coming into our organisation, because he had no limitation on the amount of capital.
So there's a risk that people are going to make decisions that are not sensible because they just don't know.
He wouldn't have done it at home.
No,
he wouldn't have 13 years of cornflakes, would he?
Have you seen what I've got in the
You're
pots of Marmite.
He's prepping, obviously, for the zombie.
No, they wouldn't have done it at home, you're right. So
there was some freedom at work, and that was his unlimited amount of capital.
And do you have to train them in concepts like that at all?
No.
Because they know that from home.
All we did was put the balance sheet in.
No, all you have to do is charge them for the capital.
And you need a balance sheet.
The minute you do something to limit the capital, like put a charge on it, they instantly change that.
It automatically gets sorted.
It gets sorted, and the thing is to look for these pinch points in the system.
Yeah. So what
rather than putting rules and rules upon rules.
Yeah.
Just look for the pinch points.
You just set the system up so it governs itself.
Yeah. So what we didn't do is we didn't say you're not allowed that capital.
Just as a football game has. You set up the system, and you don't say you have to pass it like that. The players find the best way to play it within the constraints you give them.
Fantastic.
All you say is basically you can't touch the ball with your hand.
That is the best analogy I've got for organisational models.